What's up, guys? Welcome back. Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and today's test drive is a 1955 Chevrolet. This one's got the 1960 model 427. We also have power steering here. Do not have power brakes on this one. And of course, I'll take them down the road, point out the flaws so you know what you're getting before you get here. We have detailed photos at maplemotors.com along with financing and shipping. And of course, if you hit subscribe, it keeps me doing this every single day. So I do encourage that, guys. Plenty of cars coming your way for the next couple of weeks. We go through about 50 to 60 rides every month. So sit back and relax, because it's about that time. Let's go for a ride. So believe it or not, I have not started this one yet. So this is going to be a cold start. Looking around the interior on this one, place your bets. Do you think the horn works? We've got the Hurst 4-speed transmission. Ooh, I love these gauges. They look pretty cool. Aftermarket radio sitting here. Look like a factory. Love the tach too. Showing 68,000 miles on the dash. Let's go ahead and start it up. Okay, it actually starts up pretty good. I'm not having to hold the idle, but it does seem like it should be idled a little bit higher when it's cold like this. Looking around the interior, looks pretty good. Package tray's not too bad. Of course, white's hard to keep clean, but this one looks awesome. The light still works. Trim looks good around it, and your visors are nice and clean as well. So that is going to be your lights. This here is your wipers, and they're working. Don't know. Maybe nothing. Blower motor is working on this one. It's coming out the bottom of the dash, only place it can. Radio, it's cutting on. It's working. Good deal. We'll cut it back off. Loud on. I think you just hold it. There we go. You push the button in. I was pushing the wrong one. Clock's not working over there. It's what I was showing you. Turn signals are popping up on the left side, not the right side. Bolt may be out. Horn, did you place your bets? I'd say this would probably be it though. What? It's got an external horn button and it still doesn't work. Trying. Nope, nothing I can do. Let's hit the road, see how she runs and drives. Okay, so we're getting ready to take off. This is the first time I've driven this vehicle down the road. We're gonna open our vent window here, or try to. A little stiff there. Nice and smooth after you get it going. All right, so let's check over some stuff. We're gonna go reverse first. Clutch is letting out. Looks like a little bit past halfway. Yeah. Tach's coming up on the dash. Engine temperature starting to creep up. Oil pressure is great. Let's roll here. Take me a second to get used to this clutch because all clutches are different. Got a little bit of slack in the steering there, as you can see. Motor feels pretty good. She is low geared. Straight as an arrow down the road though. It's not pulling left or right. Again, you got a little bit of slack, not much at all. It's pretty good. Getting into those brakes. Not too bad. Feel as they should. Guys, got just floated around on the dash and it seems to be pretty correct at 3/4 of a tank. All right. After this, we're going to get some undercarriage shots. do some outside shots driving by the camera. This thing feels good. All right, let's go ahead and pull in this parking lot here. I thought it was funny. So I see all these comments they're talking about don't drive around in neutral. I drive around in neutral quite a bit. I mean, I've never had a wreck in the 16, 17 years I've been driving, but I was like, man, I've never heard of that law. So I did a little research myself. It says downhill. You're not allowed to do it going downhill. I don't understand why that either, but it's not even against the law. But I did think it was kind of funny. I don't really see why that would matter. You could just snatch it back into gear. You're shifting between anyways. Same difference as holding the clutch in, and that's just bad on the clutch. All right, so next we're gonna get some undercarriage shots. We're gonna get some outside shots, and I'll check the turn signals and rear turn signals before and after we do the undercarriage drop overs. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, here we go. Let's roll. Head on back to the car lot now. So I went ahead and did the picking out the flaws right here under this beautiful tree. And then I started smelling rain. So we're gonna get back to the lot before it gets all dirty again. Shifts out pretty good so far. I haven't had any issues getting into gear. Make sure y'all don't get too much wind. Vent windows are awesome. That's the old school AC. Move y'all down a little bit, get you a better view. Nice little bump. Pretty smooth going over that. This one's got plenty of get up and go. Good deal. Guys, I appreciate you watching. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, share this video. We're gonna pull back in here, check out picking out the flaws. It's coming up next. Later, guys. Here we go, picking out the flaws. Gonna walk all the way around this ride. Anything I can find, you'll know about it. So this one here, it's staying nice and cool on the inside. It was right around 205 to 210, but it does not have a catch tube for the overflow. And when we get every car in, before I test drive them, Pat goes through and checks all the fluids and checks the car in. Well, that means he's topping off the radiators, which is fine, just to make sure they got enough fluid in them, and the excess that can, you know, stay in there. It needs to go into an overflow. Well, not every one of them has an overflow, so yes, you'll see a little bit of antifreeze on the ground. Explaining that before I get a bunch of comments on it. Coming around the front end here, we're gonna be looking for chips, scratches, any kind of rust, bubbles, whatever. You'll know. Here we go. Little chip there. See, the front bumper on this one looks pretty good, but it does have some little bug spots and stains. Little chip here in the bottom. Headlight bezels, slight amount of pitting, very slight. The grill on this one, same thing, very slight pitting. Little chip over here in the corner and down this lower bumper. Run your headlight bezels. Some pin striping. Up and over. Chips here. Little bubbles in the corner of the door there, a little rust trying to come through. Chips right here. Little chips. Bubbles in the back here. Down the side. There. Some dirt that'll come off. A little bit of pitting on your door handle. Might scuff on the door there. There's a ding. Really subtle, it's right there in the middle. Little chip here. Spots up top there. So here. Chip here and up here in the top. Some over on this side. Front windshield on this one looks pretty good, nice and clean, and the trim around it looks nice and clean. Back window on this one looks good. Also trim, nice and clean. You got some chips on these edges. Cracks right here. Little ding there. Back bumper on this one, pipe sticking way out. A little hazy on that rear chrome bumper, you can see the age. cracks behind it. Chips right here. The carpet in the trunk looks awesome. It's all been redone and it's glued down, so I'm not going to rip it up. You can see they did the same with the lid. Seal looks good. Coming down with it. You got little cracks in the back here in the paint. Chip up top. Chip there. Around these edges. Little spots up top here. Bubble there in the corner. Chip right here in the back. Bubbles in the corner of the door there. Also up in this corner. Spot. Chips up here. Front there, back your midsection. See the edge of that door? Middle of the door here. Got cracks up here in the front. Spot bubbling up there. Scratches. A little hazy here from where the gas is spilled out. Again, lots of spots up here. Went over your back window. It's in good shape. Trim looks good. Your seal's got some cracks in it. A little bit of pitting on your door handle. Cracks there, bubbles by the window. Light scratch across that window there. Little chip here and here. A wavy right there. Over your roof. Spot there. All right, we made it around the ride. Now we're gonna get on the interior and then start it up and shut the hood. Door panel on this one, not too bad. You see the white's a little bit faded. Your screws here got a little rust coming through on them. Your seal is older and it needs to be replaced. And your jamb there looks pretty good. Coming across your seat, it's in good shape. Your carpet looks great. It has been replaced. Your back seat on this one is looking good. Not too bad. Coming up your package tray. Headliner in this one is nice and clean.
What about it, man?
I was just working. How are you? coming across the front.
Stop, see what a real car looks like.
Appreciate that. We got a whole car lot of. Okay, let's continue here. Looking around the interior. I was trying to let him know where we were. He said, I know where you're at. He knew exactly what I was doing. I said, oh, okay. I just wanted to stop by and say, cruising on through. It does happen when I park beside a main road here. The dash on this one is in good shape, but it does have some chips. Spot up here too. And we'll go ahead and start her up here. Try to do it without giving her gas. Sounds great. Woo, I smell rain. It's probably gonna rain. Motor's pretty smooth on this one. Fan shroud would be nice. Protect your hands, or hoodie strings, or whatever. You know, don't want to get sucked down into the motor. Man, it's cracked up here on the front. Locks good. Little bubbles on the hood there. Bunch of little bubbles. Got some up here in the middle. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, share this video. It helps me out quite a bit. Keeps me making them for you every day. I'll show you all the flaws. You'll know everything about the car before you get here. Go to maplemotors.com for finance and shipping, detailed pictures, and of course, thank you. See you in the next one.